We finally get answers as to why the Young Bucks cost Swerve Strickland the AEW Championship at Dynasty, but it doesn't matter if they're not very good ones. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So we open up this Dynamite with Jon Moxley going up against Shibata, and he picks up the W using his sneaky heel tactics. And coming off of Dynasty, there's no other way to describe that pay-per-view as it ended with a stinker. It was kind of like a movie that was 2 hours long. It was great for the first hour and 50 minutes, but really left a sour taste in people's mouths by screwing up the ending in the last 10. So Jon Moxley picks up the W here in the opener of the show. Then we have the Young Bucks come out, and they basically talk about how, they're the founding fathers of AEW, and they did what they did to Swerve to not only please their friend Hangman, because as we all know, Hangman does not want to see Swerve with the AEW Championship, but they did it as kind of a peace offering to the Death Riders. And they talk about how they have this similar vision from the Death Riders. They want to make AEW better. They see all this potential being wasted, and how these two groups coming together would be unstoppable and would be strong. Now, just in my personal opinion, that elite storyline that they were telling before the Bucks went on a sabbatical was not good. This storyline that they're telling with the Death Riders is not good. So it's kind of like a shit sandwich being put together of two bad storylines, which doesn't create a good one. It's just taking two things that suck and putting them together, right? And then we have Kenny Omega, who is the forgotten member of the Elite. He was kicked out, as we all remember, when he was battling his diverticularitis. They beat the shit out of him, and they replaced him with Okada. And he brings that up, and then he goes on and cuts this promo about how his friend had two Shih Tzus and how they were annoying and how they would crap all over the floor. He used the word dookie, which was funny coming out of a grown man's mouth. And the less said about this, the better. I've stated this in previous videos that for the majority of my life, when I thought of who was the best in-ring performer in wrestling history, it was Shawn Michaels. But after that match that Kenny Omega had with Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty in January, he is now, in my book, the benchmark when it comes to the best in-ring performer of all time. Don't agree with me? That's fine. That's why there's a comment section, right? So you have Swerve come out because the Elite were about to jump Kenny Omega after that, just shitty promo. And then you have Swerve declare that it's buck hunting season. And all of this is really building up to them having an Anarchy in the arena match at Double or Nothing. You're starting to see all these different alliances, all these guys kind of clipping up. You have Kenny and Swerve, and I'm sure there's going to be more baby faces aligning with them, such as the Ops. And you have the Death Riders and the Elite linking up. And this is cool to an extent, because anytime you get these Anarchy in the arena matches, it's total chaos. I think these matches are complete fun. But like I said, these two storylines of the Elite and the Death Riders, mashing up, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm sure that a lot of people who are watching this, it doesn't do anything for you as well. And it really just feels as if we're stalling until we get to All In Texas. The wild card, it's up for grabs. There's many people thinking that it could possibly be Jack Perry. There's people thinking that it could possibly be Darby Allin. And Darby is a wild card outside of the fact that he could potentially be the wild card, because God forbid, I don't want to put this out in the atmosphere, but the guy is counting, he's climbing Mount Everest, which is not 100% sure that he's coming back. So we don't know, right? And I think the direction now, since we had Swerve lose at Dynasty, is Moxley and Darby, and we have Darby take the title off of Mox. But with all this stuff going on with Darby, it feels as if they're stalling, and it's going to be a long time till we get to All In. But in the meantime, we got this mashup of these two storylines. It feels as if we're building to Anarchy in the arena, which is always a good time in my opinion. But this segment, man, wasn't really it for me, because like I said, all these negative things that are involved in it. I thought the Kenny promo, which wasn't good, which pains me to say as a guy who loves Kenny. Not excited about the Bucks and the Death Riders linking up. I'm a big Bucks guy, but the way that they've been used post that Sting retirement match hasn't really done anything for me. And this Death Rider storyline really has been dying a slow death for me. Personally, for pretty much the beginning of it, right? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Are you excited about a potential anarchy in the arena match? Are you excited about the Bucks and the Death Riders linking up? Do you think I'm being too harsh? Are you on the same wavelength as me, or are you involved and emotionally invested in what's going on between those two groups? Like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, remember to like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.